Hello and welcome to today's video, where I'll be going through the installation process of the Whitestone Dome screen protector on the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Once the screen protector has been applied, I will give a review of what I think of the final product. The process at first can look rather intimidating, though if done correctly it can be completed within 5 minutes effortlessly, even by those who have never installed a screen protector before. Firstly, lay out all of the tools onto your table, so you can get to grips with the items that are needed to complete the process, as there is a bit more to this process than your average 2-step screen protector instalment. Whitestone have provided an extra tube of glue for if in the event something was to go wrong. Before starting, turn off your device and make sure there isn't another screen protector already attached to your display. Also, ensure the surface that you are working from is level. A handy way to check this is to lay down a tube of glue flat onto your surface. If it rolls, you know that you will need to change your surface or find a way to level the one that you are already working from. The reason for this is so the glue can spread evenly during the installation. Place the black stickers down the side of your device, covering the external buttons and inputs. The first step of installing this premium glass protector is to clean the entirety of your phone's screen. To do so, take the wet wipe that was provided and wipe over your display to remove any dirt or grease. Then use a microfiber cloth to remove any excess liquid left from the wet wipe. From there, take the dust remover sticker and repeatedly dab your display, as dust is capable of becoming attracted to your screen between these steps. We are now ready to place your device into the bottom section of the tray. Align the area on the tray that is labelled speaker to the speaker end of your device. Next, take the speaker stickers and apply them like so. These are added so the adhesive doesn't enter this area of your phone. Now, take the top part of the tray and place it on top. Once again, the top section of the tray has been labelled speaker to help direct you as to where it should be placed. Use the white absorbing pads and place them into the tray either side of your phone. This is to help guide the adhesive when applied to your screen. At this point, I'd recommend giving your phone one final dust over using the sticker. Take the plastic pin and insert it into the gap by the speaker section of the tray. Now, take the bridge and insert it into the allocated slots situated on the sides of the tray. We are now ready to apply the adhesive. To do so, take one of the tubes of glue and remove the red cap. Do not remove the black cap just yet, as this will release the contents of the tube instantly. Screw the glue into the hole of the bridge. When the tube is securely positioned, it is time to unscrew the black cap. Allow the glue to run for about 30 to 40 seconds to make sure the tube is completely emptied. When the 40 seconds have passed, carefully remove the bridge from the tray. Do not disturb the perfectly formed adhesive circle. We can now turn our attention to the glass protector. Peel back the film that is attached to it. This is to be done without directly touching the protector. Use the guide stickers or the sides to lower the screen protector onto your display, allowing it to rest onto the pin. Take the plastic guide and insert it into the slots situated at the bottom of the tray. Use the handle sticker to help you do this. Now, place your finger at the end of the tray to tilt the tray until the adhesive circle reaches the highlighted area on the plastic guide. As soon as this happens, retract your finger and pull out the tab at the top of the tray. If the glue was to run past the line, it could lead to it unevenly covering your display, resulting in the protector not being able to attach to certain areas of your device. Allow your phone to sit for about 60 seconds, whilst the glue reaches each edge. When the glue has successfully run across your display, lift off the guide and leave your device for at least a minute before you start the curing process. If something did go wrong, simply remove the glass protector, use the wet wipe to remove all of the adhesive, then wipe it over with the microfiber cloth. When all of the adhesive is cleared, reattach the film to the glass to protect your screen protector from dust whilst you reapply the glue to your screen. Then follow all the previous steps. If you are happy with the position of your screen protector, we can turn our attention to the UV part of the process. I would suggest removing the top section of the tray, as you do not want it to stick to the bottom compartment. Plug the UV lamp into a nearby mains, then place it over the top section of your device and turn it on. Leave it there for 15 seconds, and then place it over the bottom half of your device for a further 15 seconds. With this complete, you can now remove your phone from the tray. To complete the installation, lay your phone onto a surface and do the UV process once more, though this time place the UV lamp over the screen for 60 seconds a time, instead of for just 15 seconds. And there we are, your new device is now receiving high quality screen protection. I noticed there to be no delay with the response rate with the protector attached, which is extremely important when owning this particular device, as you want to be able to use the Note Pen to its full potential without any obstructions. Fingerprint access works in the same way as before the glass was fitted, allowing you to protect your device in the safest way possible. This also goes for the face recognition. The front camera is cut out perfectly to ensure you can still access your phone in this way. The crystal clear clarity of the glass will not jeopardise the high quality display of your handset, meaning you can watch your favourite TV shows and movies in the best way, whilst the screen of your phone receives high quality protection. There are no black borders on the glass protector, so you're able to really see the edge-to-edge display of this spectacular phone. The application process is slightly fiddlier than most screen protector installations, though I do believe the final result is worth it, so do not let the process put you off from this form of screen protection. It can be considered rather costly, though the quality and the protection this protector offers, I feel it is definitely worth the money. The glass is sure to be attached to your phone for a lengthy amount of time. In the event of wanting to remove the glass, it can be done either using a bank card or even your nail, to simply lift the glass at the corners away from the screen. You'll face no obstructions when wanting to further the protection of your device by attaching a case. I've tested many cases and the glass does not interfere with the bezels of the cover, allowing you to flaunt some of the best new cases that are now available to the new Samsung Note 20 series. Overall, this form of protecting your display can be considered fairly costly and a complex way, though I can assure you that using Whitestone Dome screen products offers your phone's display premium protection for a long duration of time. I think this is a very trusting screen protector that will ensure your display's condition will stay intact over time. I hope you have found today's video useful. To purchase a Whitestone Dome screen protector for your Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, check out the description and comments below. Let me know in the comments section what your favourite screen protector is. For more content regarding tech reviews and mobile accessories, please hit our subscribe button. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.